It's big city. Now comes the dystopian. As you all sit here, every single TV, every single digital screen, including any personal devices you carry on yourself or that people are, all get interrupted at the same time. All screens go pure white. All audio devices begin echoing a voice. It is the voice of Emperor Triton. And I will.
Has this happened before?
What's that?
Has this happened before?
Very rarely, the Emperor will.
So in our lifetime.
Yes. It is generally when there's like big things going on. The
Which
Emperor.
Kind of,
What's that?
there kind of is right now.
Yeah, they're definitely. But normally it's generally just to pass down laws and stuff that are effective immediately, or when there's like very specific things he wants to tell everyone.
Find my cat Peaches now.
She is orange with a white stripe. But the Emperor's voice kind of sends chills down everyone's back because of how authoritative it is. I can't mimic it exactly, but on screen shows the Emperor who wears Coalition high military gear, so full body armor, probably the most advanced armor that they have out there, without a helmet. All sorts of very fancy regalia he carries. He has like a big cape, big like fur cape with like like the fur around the edges and everything like that. If you looked at him, he would look like a wilderness basically fighter with how they're fancy they're dressed and how thick the furs and stuff are around him. Standing on top of what looks to be a Death's Head transport ship, one of the big carrier ships that you guys have probably only seen occasionally. They don't generally fly out this direction, but sometimes they do. He says, "People of Triton, as Emperor, it is my duty to inform all of you of the tragic events that are transpiring just outside our walls. As of 0800 this morning, the Reach outpost has been destroyed. As of now, there have been no confirmed survivors. The footage we're about to show you is raw and not for the faint of heart. But I ask that each and every one of you try and watch it in its entirety." And his the screens go black for a second before what looks to be the personal camera of a SAMAS flying trooper. Do all of you remember what a SAMAS is? If not, I will throw it up here. Throw a picture up here.
It's a flying suit guy.
Yeah, I just realized that me, you, and Ben will definitely remember it, but everyone else maybe.
It's in the chat Discord.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it, in Discord? Is it? It's under the. Which chat is it? Is it? Oh yeah, it's actually right there. It's in. If you just scroll up in the general Discord chat, the Triton Discord chat. The personal cameras are right on the head. The camera viewpoint is definitely from that, so it's like their live feed camera or their recorded camera, their personal body camera. It's of a SAMAS flying through the air towards the Reach outpost, which is the big outpost that kind of guards the entire city. The only way into the city is that outpost, which is a extremely heavily fortified military outpost. This SAMAS troopers clearly in combat, because they're doing a lot of side strafing and firing, and all you hear is constant gunfire and laser fire and explosions. And you occasionally get glimpses of what looks to be different kind of monsters, just like literally eating groups of people and like feasting on corpses. And you'll see explosions from like missiles hitting. And in the center of the Reach outpost is a giant spire, which acts as a giant like launch point for most of the air vehicles that are there. You see what looks to be what I can only describe to you as a dragon-like creature that just flies straight into the tower and knocks it over. And then you just see a whole bunch more explosions going on from that. There's a couple different fuel tanks, like the big cylinder type ones, like the ones that are like a almost like a farm tank, that contain different types of fuels and stuff. You see those start exploding, lighting on fire, and within maybe 30 more seconds of the video footage, you effectively see what is the equivalent of tens of thousands of people being killed by whatever monsters are pouring and overflooding the Reach outpost. And then the screen goes black as the trooper gets hit by something. It's unsure what, but the camera just starts spinning as he basically tumbles to the ground, and then the camera feed cuts out. The Emperor comes back on screen. As you can see, the city of Triton is under a great threat from outside our walls. But sadly, that is not the only threat we face. As you all know, there are supernatural threats that lurk in the shadow, and they will pounce on any weakness they can find. Like, his personal room like darkens a little bit, like as if it's like, camera effects basically. We have uncovered a plot that would see our great city reduced to rubble and ash. This plot runs deep, deeper than anyone could imagine. And that is why I'm issuing a new edict. From this day forward, every single person within our walls, citizen or not, will be required to wear a new form of identification at all times. This badge and the accompanying wristband will provide all citizens safety from those that would do us harm. Anyone seen without this badge will be considered a threat to national security and will be put to death immediately. I am hereby declaring a lockdown starting at 0800 tomorrow. 0600 tomorrow. That will last until all persons have been given their identification. Take care of your business tonight, as the lockdown is expected to last 1 week. Coalition forces will travel to every single building within our walls and assign each person their own equipment, along with instructions involving the equipment. Failure to accept identification or resistance to the process will be considered a confession of treason and will be followed up with execution. Tonight's curfew will be lifted so that everyone can take care of their personal business. Lockdown starts in the morning. And the screen just goes black. And like everyone's screen just stays black. So communications return about an hour later. But for now, all communication is impossible. So
yeah,
now,
so Arlo seemed like he was actually having a little bit of a good time after that just insane situation. But after that, he just gets like this just solemn stare and just starts heavy, like suicidally drinking.
So, I wanted to mention that, as I told you guys, this was supposed to be a dystopian game, and I wanted it to start a little more freeform. That way you guys can see what fun freedom could be in the city. Next session, we'll start our true dystopian campaign. I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far.
Yeah.
Is there
I'll
anything
definitely-
anyone would like to add before we call it a night? We'll pick up tomorrow. We'll pick up next time basically here. So if there's something or things you want to think of, we can do that next time. Or does anybody have anything to add tonight?
You're muted, Justin.
I grab the bottle, chug half of it, say, "Great, now I have to go to work tomorrow."
Oh yeah, by the way, your badge is fucking flashing like you've been being called to duty for the past like 2 hours.
Yeah, I slam the bottle down.
Yeah,
and I
so
just walk out.
So almost immediately you guys began to hear like jets flying overhead and stuff. So like they have their full on like air patrols going out. So basically there's no freedom of movement starting tomorrow.
But,
So we gotta find a place to hunker down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna make my plans that I had with Johnny a lot harder to enact. Because I wanted to take over Gene's business. It's going to be tough to do in the next week. Might have to back burner that for a little while. But, fucking Arlo, don't die tonight. Don't drink yourself to death.
There's 2 pieces of information that's important for people at this particular table.
Get him and say, do you need me to do something?
I mean, there's 2 people here that have family members that were at the Reach. Or are supposed to be at the Reach.
Know, I'm aware of that.
Bonnie, I don't remember if you remember or not. Did you read your profile thing properly all the way
I can never
through?
find it.
So under Roll20.
Like the main?
Yep, just on Roll20. In the top right corner of the thing, there's journals.
Shit. You guys had people at the Reach. Damn. Oh, yep. I'm not going to know that. I'm just going to want you to stay alive for my stuff.
But yeah, Arlo asked, do you need me to do something?
Eventually, I'll need you to help be the muscle of the Empire.
Matt, do you see it?
Right?
Under your name?
Under my name, I got my accounts, profile, wishlist, marketplace, private message box, help center, and sign out.
No, under journal.
In the game itself.
Oh yeah, in the game. Sorry.
Yeah, you load up the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Load up game.
Yeah, in the top right corner, there's like the couple different tabs you can select, where like how like they have like the options menu, my settings.
Yes.
The 4th one over is journal. You see it?
I got, it says macros, decks,
Close to that.
global tables. I got jukebox, maps,
the
characters,
second.
handout.
It
Oh,
should
yeah,
be
you
next
just
to
did it
jukebox.
anyway.
That's the one.
What's that?
Max characters handout.
Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah, your character should be there, Bonnie.
oh yeah, okay. Oh, alright, cool. I will read that.
You can just scroll. Oh wait, yeah. Here, I'll actually just share that with you specifically because you're the only person that's gonna know that, anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on Discord for you.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Also,
are
I
you?
have, like, I don't know who has their bios in their characters, but I've read Arlo's. My bio is in. If you click on my character sheet, you can read mine.
Yep, everyone's bio is up except for Austin's there now.
Okay, cool. I have to read everyone's then.
I think I think everyone has theirs up.
Oh yeah, I've read Johnny's too. Now I remember. I'm looking at it like I read this.
Yep.
I probably read everybody's then.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's designed for all of you guys to read for out of game knowledge, but yeah.
I mean, Murray's is a fucking book.
Yeah,
What? 2 seconds.
Hey, yeah, that's if you can do it in 2 sentences.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Elevator pitch.
I put some effort into doing maths up nicely, so
yeah, mine was just a very basic one, and I haven't had a chance to like flesh it out more. I was like, it's just enough.
I put some effort into doing maths today because I was like, I want this to look like a real Troopers file.
Yeah.
But yeah, so assuming it works good for everybody, the next session would be the 25th, August 25th.
Yes.
Yeah, whenever.
I will know when we're closer to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys. So the whole reason why I invited like 10 people to play in this game is because if you guys can't make it, that's fine. Just let me know as soon as you know. Even if it's day of, an hour before the game, or well, in Mike's case, during the game. I'm on the way back.
Yep. Well, I said when.
No,
That
I know
wouldn't
it's just funny.
Wouldn't be
Yep.
home till 6:30.
Yeah, if you guys can't make it, that's perfectly fine. That's why I invited a bunch of people so that way we can have groups no matters what. So next week, next time we're gonna be focusing on the initial lockdown period. So again, it's gonna be more role play stuff. you guys could technically do combat if you guys really kind of force it, but presumably it'll mostly be roleplay next time.
Chance to talk to each other.
Yep. I knew this session was going to be kind of wild with meeting the doc and meeting everything, and that's why I kind of introduced you guys to some of the different gang members, because that's going to change now, and you're going to see how they're going to react to this kind of stuff. So,
yeah, any deals we made might just be like, yeah, fuck that, things are different.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see how this shake down. And what happened? Like, what was going on when we left Penny's Stompers when they were getting like shook down by the coalition?
Well, it was Reese specifically.
Okay.
So Reese has a grudge against.
Oh yeah, Reese was being a dickhead.
Yep.
And then what's his name?
Is.
Fucking Anderson came in.
Yep. Alexander Masterson.
Well, and then
Alexander Masterson.
The garage got raided.
Yep.
And we ran out the back door and like wandered over here and then got caught up in this whole thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna write a song for Alexander Masterson.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you guys would have stayed at the garage, you guys would have actually heard about some of this lockdown stuff before it happened. Because
so it was planned.
Yeah, that bomb was kind of a part of it. So, but we will discuss a lot of this stuff next time. So
should be fun.
Thank you guys. I hope you guys all had fun.
For sure.
Some wild shit.
Yeah, it's good to get everyone in here. Anybody that wants to discuss anything about the game or their characters or anything, just shoot me a message on like Facebook or, I mean, even Discord technically works. I just won't see it for a while. Or Steam or whatever, text me. Because I'm happy to discuss stuff anytime. So if you guys have any questions or anything, or you want to fill out your characters a little bit more.
I never have the time. I could sit and talk about this shit for hours, but I just never have time.
I mean, yeah, I'm right there with you. That's why I said I'll get to it eventually.
Yep.